What is up, guys? It is your boy Cheap Detroit Lions Memes, and I am back with another video. Today we will be talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, they had a great game against the Washington Commanders at home. They just blew the other team out of the water. It was incredible. Baker Mayfield threw 4 touchdowns, 289 passing yards. 30 throws, 24 completions. He had a passer rating of 146.4, whatever the hell that means. And yeah, Rashad White was good on the receiving end, I believe. Godwin is good. Evans had 2 touchdowns, I believe. So yeah, how do I feel about this game going into it? I'm feeling pretty damn good, honestly, because I did watch some highlights from the Buccaneers game against the Commanders, and the Commanders were running all over the Buccaneers. Now, Goff isn't a mobile quarterback, but I expect Gibbs and Montgomery to have a good game against this Buccaneers defense. Carlton Davis is going against his old team, so expect some revenge matchups right there. Carlton Davis did get burned a little bit by Cooper Kupp, I believe, but I mean, that's expected when Cooper Kupp's getting like over 20 targets. So yeah. I don't know who's going to be playing for this game. I don't know who's out and who's in. Currently, Detroit Lions have Penei Sewell questionable, Kirby Joseph questionable, Marcus Davenport questionable, J-Mo's questionable, Melifonwu is questionable. So we have some questionable players going into this game, but a lot of them are probably going to play. I don't see DJ Reader on this list, so I'm guessing he's going to be playing in his first game as a Detroit Lion against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I hope he's going to be great. Oh, no, he's questionable, my bad. But still, I expect him to play today, or not today, this upcoming Sunday. And yeah, I'm expecting a lot of good things out of this game. Now, the Lions against the Rams, we did do enough to beat the Rams, but it wasn't our best football. I will be honest with you. We did look slow and sloppy, but elite teams can do that where they look sloppy. They're not the better team on the field, but in the end of the day, they get the win. They get the W. And the Lions are elite. I'm sorry for anyone who disbelieves it, but yeah, the Lions are elite. And I honestly do think highly of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I have them in my top 5 power rankings as the 5th best team in the league right now. I mean, when your quarterback's throwing up 4 touchdowns and just balling out, I mean, you got to give praise where praise is due, and I'm giving Baker Mayfield his flowers here. Do I think the Buccaneers stand a chance against the Lions? Yeah, sure. I think they could really attack us, our secondary, really well. But, I mean, they got so many weapons, and Baker Mayfield was just getting to it. But in the end of the day, we have a better pass rush than the Commanders do. It depends on who gets to play. But if we have Marcus Davenport and Aiden Hutchinson getting 8 quarterback hits together in tandem, you know, like that's going to be hard for Baker Mayfield to maneuver around the pocket if when you have Aiden Hutchinson and Marcus Davenport coming at you at full speed, you know. And if DJ Reader plays, that's going to stop the run game a lot, and I don't see Rashad White being able to run against us if we have DJ Reader in the game, because DJ Reader can stuff those holes, and with Aiden and Davenport on the edge, I really expect Baker Mayfield to struggle a little bit, and I expect him to have a turnover or 2. But I still think it's going to be a very competitive game, and it depends on how fast we get going out the gate. I want to say my score prediction, I think it depends really on who gets to play on game day. You know, I don't know who's going to be injured and who isn't, but like who's going to play and who isn't going to play. But when it comes down to, like, if it was just everyone was healthy, then I would honestly give this to the Lions. And that might be bias on my part, but honestly, I do think we're the better team. Baker Mayfield does elevate the Buccaneers to a playoff contender. But I think the Detroit Lions are on a whole nother level. We're elite. I think there's only 2 other teams that are in the elite category, and I would give that to the Chiefs, and as much as I hate to say it, the 49ers. I think us 3 teams, the Lions, 49ers, and the Chiefs, are the 3 best teams in the league. And honestly, I don't see how Buccaneers are going to be able to stop our run game. I mean, Montgomery had 91 rushing yards and Gibbs had 40. Both of them had a touchdown. I don't see how they're going to be able to hold them down. And Goff isn't going to be slow against the Buccaneers. I hope not, at least. He's not going to be as slow out the gate as he was against the Rams. Like, Goff was struggling against the Rams, but I don't see that happening in the Buccaneers game. The Buckies are just not where I think they need to be defensively to stop us. And that's where I think we ultimately win this, is defense. I think we have the better defense than the Buccaneers. Don't get me wrong, Buccaneers are a great team, but defensively, I think I'm going to give the Lions the nod. And of course, when Amon-Ra, Sam Laporta, J-Mo, when all these receivers are and our running backs, Gibbs, Montgomery, when all these players are going on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders, it's going to be hard for the Buccaneers to be able to stop us. And honestly, I have the Lions winning 27-24. I might adjust that score a little bit maybe in the future here, but I like where I stand with this. 27-24, Lions win off a game-winning field goal. Jake Bates kicks it in to win the game. I think we're more confident with our kicker now, so we won't be going for it as much on 4th down as we used to, because really, honestly, we didn't really have a choice whether or not we should go for it on 4th downs, because last year we didn't have a great kicker that could kick it through the uprights. And I think Jake Bates elevates the special teams to where it needs to be for field goal kicking. And honestly, if it comes down to a kick, I think the Buccaneers, they have a great kicker, don't get me wrong, but I think in the end of the day, the Lions are going to be the team that goes up the field and scores that game-winning field goal. I'm going to give it to the Lions 27-24, but that does not I don't want to discourage any Buccaneers fans. I want to say your team is awesome. I think I see a lot of potential with the Baker Mayfield Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. I just think we have the edge defensively. I mean, yeah, our offenses look pretty similar. You had a better week than we did, but we were facing better competition. I would say the Rams are better than the Commanders. The Rams are levels above the Commanders. And I think that the Commanders did pretty good against the Buccaneers, but it's the Commanders still, so I don't really know how to assess that. But Tampa Bay manhandled the Commanders, and that just shows to me that they're a playoff team. Now, whether they can actually knock off an elite team like the Detroit Lions is yet to be seen. But yeah, I'm going to give it 27-24. Detroit Lions win it on a field goal, a go-ahead field goal to win the game. Jake Bates kicks it right up through the uprights. This say it's a 46-yard fielder. Like I said, I like the interior for I like the honestly, watching the highlights, Baker was scrambling against that Commanders team. He was still very comfortable throwing the ball, but he was scrambling quite a bit. And he's going to be doing the same thing when he faces us on Sunday. So I really expect the Lions to come out swinging, and I expect it to be a high-scoring game, but it could be a 37-34 type game, and I wish that's what I originally predicted. but I for some reason feel like the second half is gonna be slower. I can't tell you why, but it's just a hunch. Maybe it will like score like 20 points out the gate, and then it will get slow from there, and then we'll only score a touchdown or something. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But I have the Lions winning 27-24. And yeah, it depends on who plays though. Like Jameson has a ankle injury. Kirby Joseph has a hamstring injury. So we are just gonna have to see who gets to play and who doesn't play. But honestly, I give the edge to the Detroit Lions in this matchup on Sunday morning or afternoon football. But give me your predictions in the comments below. Tell me who you think is going to win. I might do a whole game week preview, like where I predict every single game of the week. Week 2, I should say. But I don't know if I have the energy for it. We'll see. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and go Lions. Rawr!